This is the Barcelona that we've been wanting to see.
Every angle is just absolutely incredible.
This is a trip of a lifetime.
I am about to live my dream.
This is the best view in all of Barcelona. Hello everyone, it is 1 o'clock here in Madrid and it's a travel day. So we're in good spirits now. Let's hope that they continue. We've got about an hour until our train takes off. We have a 2.5-hour train to Barcelona. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Oh, hi.
Oh, hello there. We have arrived in Barcelona.
I have to say that was the best train, in my opinion, we've taken. It was so comfortable.
She was asleep most of the time. Here's the evidence.
Oh, really? I took some video of you. Huh? Yeah. You slept.
So what do you think of the hostel?
I think it first of all, it has a really great first impression, very welcoming staff. The bed situation is pretty much similar to what we had last time, but the whole arrangement, I guess, of the hostel is a bit different. First of all, there's not like as many bathrooms, and there's like 2 rooms in one. So we have to walk through one room to get to our room. And I'm pretty sure our room is just full of girls, so I guess what do you think? Why are you smiling like that?
I'm not smiling like that. Moving on.
One funny kind of observation that both Brian and I have had is we never know what day of the week it is, which is kind of crazy. I can't tell you the concept of a week, I feel like, anymore. Like, I don't know when 7 days has passed. It feels like my time is just split between each different place. Another example is yesterday it was Thanksgiving. Neither of us had any idea until our family started texting us.
That's absolutely true.
We were like, oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's so cool.
Very cool. Good morning, everyone. Actually, it's not morning. It is 1 o'clock. We had a late night, so we had a late start to the morning. So did our roommates. We had roommates just coming in at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, so didn't love that.
I will make a confession. I mean, had to feel hungover at some point on this trip, and that day is today. I did not think it would be the result of an Irish pub in Barcelona, Spain, but here we are. So first priority is food, getting back to feeling 100% or close to it, and then we will finally be able to explore this. I don't know why I'm doing this. We'll finally be able to explore the city properly.
That was my dream market. Oh my goodness. It was all vintage stuff. It was like a vintage...
It's like a thrift store for
Yes.
knickknacks.
Yeah, they had a lot of cool historical things, lots of jewelry. I got myself this ring. You see it?
It's not focusing, hold on.
Does that help with that?
There, wait, there we go.
So yeah, this is my one souvenir from Spain. If you know me, which many of you don't probably, but I love thrift shopping. I love vintage stuff. So that was just so fun. We were there for like, what do you think, 45 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah. But now we are at the pier from what it looks like. It's also a Saturday. So I think we're just gonna kind of see what's around. You think?
Yeah, look at those.
Oh yeah. This is take 2 because he messed it up the first time.
Okay, the first time I called these like rail cars or something for some reason. No. Yeah, we have cable cars here as well, just like in Porto.
And, oh, you can't see it from here.
Oh yeah, the
Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Is it up? Oh, right there.
yeah, they have their own Ferris wheel. It's been a while since we've seen a Ferris wheel, actually.
Well, see, it's Brian. I love you with my whole heart when I say this.
She's gonna make fun of the fact that I've just been calling them wheels this whole time.
Brian likes to do this thing where he over assumes and speculates on so many different things, like cue the whole marathon thing. I was just telling Brian that this is something that's so odd that you like never see when the actual like compartments, or not carriages, but the things that you sit on a Ferris wheel are actually being put on the Ferris wheel. It's so weird. It's like you never see your neighbors bringing groceries, you know? Also, like, this weather is beautiful. We have our coats on. Still feel comfortable, not hot in our coats, but you definitely don't need them.
Yeah. Actually, I think I'm gonna take mine off because it is getting a little hot, so.
This is the Barcelona that we've been wanting to see, the beautiful palm trees. A mountain just right over there. It's so nice over here. The area that we're staying is kind of grimy, as you've seen. So it's nice to see the beauty, the nice architecture. The beach is just over there. Wow. Feels like vacation.
No more trouble. We don't need
don't even know what it is, but clearly it's the Mecca of Barcelona. But there's a very long line, and we've already waited in a very long line for a Harry Potter related thing. So, I don't know if, maybe we just look it up. I don't know if I can pass it up, honestly. We're like right here.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we should just see what it is and see how long it's open, because we could come tomorrow or Monday. You would leave here feeling empty if you didn't do it, right? We're gonna do some Googling and report back. We made it to the beach. So I grew up in Colorado, and the last 3 years I lived in Nebraska, very landlocked states. So seeing the ocean is always like so crazy for me. It's really, really, really cold. So that was fun. Oh, foot shots aren't for free?
This is not an exaggeration. Probably 17 times in the half hour we've been here, had to tell people no. People coming back and forth wanting to sell drinks, blankets to sit on. We just had someone come up and offer a massage. So you can't.
You can't escape it.
Yeah, even if it was a nice, beautiful, warm summer day, like you can't just fully enjoy and relax on the beach because you just have to keep telling people no, leave me alone. It's the one downside of this. It's like every place we go, we're like, oh, this is amazing. Here, everybody, look at these beautiful shots, and then we have to report back to you and say, oh, but it's not like this nice, perfectly peaceful moment, but still amazing. So
I'm still enjoying it.
1 foot is clean, by the way.
I'm just letting it air dry.
Moving on.
This reminds me of Plaza Mayor in Madrid. Yeah.
The shops lining the outside.
Lots of restaurants, shops.
I just love all these like little arch openings. You know, like you're in a square.
Yeah.
So Lauren just made a really good point. These guys are basically just doing this unsolicited, you know, just showing up and starting to dance. So like people just sitting there having dinner, kind of like forced to just like partake and watch. You really don't have a choice. You just have like these guys dancing right in front of your tables. Not that what they're doing is not entertaining. It's probably more entertaining than just looking at the square and people walking by. But it is still interesting how you pretty much just set up, it seems, wherever you want. You just perform anywhere you want in these big cities. So if you happen to go have dinner here, you're getting a free show, but hopefully you like wanted loud music blaring in your ear, otherwise you're in for a rough time.
Today's been a very, very chill day, just again getting our bearings in a new city, hanging out. I think we're gonna head back to the hostel now because we have to make some plans to go to France in a couple days. That's all I was gonna say.
So you might think that we're about to explore this little monastery, which we might, but the first stop is actually right through this wall. You can see I've shaved. The second step is the haircut. Finally, first haircut on the trip. First haircut ever outside of the US. I'm actually kind of nervous, but it has to be done.
And you chose this place because it had good reviews.
I chose this place because it had good reviews and good reviews in English. So like I assume, English proficiency over here. Like I don't know why I still worry about it, but trying to communicate like what to do with my hair is maybe a little bit nerve-wracking because if they screw it up, then yeah. But we'll see.
Let's go. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Lo siento, no, esto es español.
No pasa nada, no pasa nada.
And this is the final result. I think he did an amazing job. Seriously, I think it was like the perfect experience. Sort of awkward that we couldn't really speak to each other. He didn't really speak a lot of English. But yeah, I mean, no offense to the people at Cost Cutters and Carney, but they would just cut it and just like, they wouldn't even like really clean it out. It's just like they would do the cut and send you home and that's it. And you'd have to shower, get all the little hairs out. But he took his time, he cleaned, everything. He just like went the extra mile and it was only for 13 euros. So honestly, like, I was paying almost 20. I was paying almost double at home for what used to be like an 8-minute experience in and out. And this was like maybe 25 minutes, something like that. Yeah, it was just awesome.
But it looks good. Give us a little spin around.
What, like do a little like, twirl? Well, I'll just do like this. A little spin like that.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
Like, not even lying, the best haircut he's ever had. It looks so good and it's so like, wow. All right, we're here, Sagrada Familia. It's kind of hard to miss. It's beautiful, big thing to see here. Fortunately, it was booked out the entire time we were here, so we're not gonna be able to go inside, but we can appreciate it from the outside. There's also a lot of construction on it, which isn't great, but yeah, I think we're just gonna look at it for a little bit.
So as you can see, Sagrada Familia is just stunning. I mean, you can stare at this thing for hours and pick out new details. Every single angle is just incredible and intricate and beautiful. It was sort of awe-inspiring to be there, but as it happened, there was more beauty to be found just down the road. Do you want to explain our dilemma right now?
Yeah, so we were basically dumb. What we did was we took the metro to Sagrada Familia, which saved us about a 30-minute walk. Well, we've walked 30 minutes in the opposite direction. So we are basically close to our hostel now. And it's an hour walk to where we have tickets and an hour and a half. So we may have to buy more metro tickets to go there after we eat. So at least we're familiar with the metro now.
It's giving me Sintra vibes.
Yes, yes, if you haven't seen that video, watch it. This is kind of like Sintra.
Just little chairs, just.
Very comfortable.
Do you feel like some kind of like Mayan queen or something?
Close to it.
How do you really feel though?
I feel like I am miraculously out of shape and still reeling from those stairs. And we just walked up more stairs, so. And there's more stairs to go. That building over there, I'll zoom in. Let me point. This one. That was where we were at yesterday on the beach. It's where we'll be tomorrow. So cool.
So we basically just had Lauren pretend to pose because there was nobody around that it's got to be like one of those guys. We've seen people doing that before, but he was so still and is so well painted. Like
Yeah, it looks
we're not
like a
sure.
statue.
Yeah, it looked just
the
like a
only
statue.
way we think that it's actually like a real person is there was like a tip jar thing.
Right.
So
Which could be part of the statue, like honoring someone who did it, but like there's no way that's a person.
it's just
That's a person back
yeah.
there.
A few moments later.
Did he melt? So this won't make sense to 99% of you watching, but for the few of you out there who understand, I think this area here, like this looks familiar, and this, you can't really see it, but we'll put it on screen now. This area looks familiar from Tony Hawk's Underground 2. You go to Barcelona and there's a few different areas. I think they like kind of stitch them together. But this, I think, is one of the areas. So I've like technically, I feel like I've technically been here before. You know, just like grinding on these, you know, these rails and stuff. And this, yeah, this feels very familiar. This is really, really cool.
What's also really cool that 100% of you can relate to is
This is gonna be something mean.
no. I was gonna say we get to be able to watch the sunset while we're here.
Oh, that is really cool.
So, yeah. This is the best view. Has to be in all of Barcelona.
So we're back. I am about to live my dream yet again on this trip. We couldn't just leave this here and not get tickets, so Lauren has looked into it, said there's a lot of cool stuff inside. I just want to go in completely blind, so let's go. So the Harry Potter exhibition was far more than either of us were expecting. And there's way too much for us to be able to show you in this video, otherwise it would be 30 minutes long. Suffice it to say that it was very detailed. Every room was interactive. You would walk in, you would tap the wristband you were wearing, and magical things would happen, from your name appearing on the Marauders map to you getting sorted into your house. Slytherin is superior to Hufflepuff, by the way. That's the advantage of editing this video. Lauren can't do anything about me saying that. But anyway, there were props, authentic props from the movies, authentic costumes that were worn by the actors, including one costume that gave Lauren an opportunity to make this little joke.
Edward Cullen's robe over here.
What was that? I didn't hear the way you said there, but it's probably something stupid. Yeah, thanks for that input, Lauren. Anyway, yes, authentic costumes from the actors. I mean, they had various locations that were sort of built, little sets built, like the Great Hall. And as I said, I mean, there was so much interactivity to it. Almost every room gave you a little something to do. There was a room where you could brew potions, like the love potion that Lauren brewed. You could have your future read in divination class, pull up screeching mandrakes in the herbology greenhouses, even hang out inside Newt's suitcase from Fantastic Beasts. So much to do. We loved every single second of it. What a surprise this was. I mean, I just wish I would get my letter to Hogwarts so I could get out of this cupboard. This place has so much more than I thought it would. I had no idea what to expect, but this is like so cool.
At the end of our trip, we're going to London to go to the actual, what is it called?
Well, it's like Harry Potter Studios, London.
Yeah. Where they actually film the stuff. So if it has to be better than this, and this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's Gryffindor, Bri.
This isn't, Gryffindor doesn't count. Dumbledore favors them every year. It doesn't matter, but it's between us, and that was like double your points.
Whatever.
What are you doing?
Wow, this place is ginormous. I'm gonna do what Brian hates, and I'm gonna make him buy something from here. What if we get matching sweaters?
Like, you realize that everything we buy, we have to carry with us. We have to put it in.
I'll get rid of a sweater. Oh my gosh, never mind.
Yeah, that changed real quick.
Yeah. We'll go shopping and report back.
So in the end, I wound up buying a scarf for two reasons. One, I forgot to pack one, and we were going to be heading north into December, so it was going to be very, very practical. And two, it's a Slytherin scarf, so it's the best.
All right. I'm gonna try not to eat sand. I'll eat this pizza. Let's try it out. I mean, it does the job, but...
Is it elevated by the fact that you're eating it on the beach?
Oh, yeah.
Do that again? Yeah.
I could use some wine, though. You know?
Don't say that too loud, because literally one of those guys will come over and be like, oh, you want sangria?
I might buy it from him.
For like 40 euros, a little bottle.
You got a scarf, girl.
Okay, we probably said this before, so forgive us for repeating. The fact that it is, I don't even know the exact date, November like 27th or something like that, right? And I mean, we technically I don't even need this coat that I'm wearing. Sitting on a beach, eating pizza in Barcelona, Spain. It's surreal, but we're very, very, we're very grateful to be on this trip. Even though, this was just a lot of hard work, saving for this, planning for this. Not everybody has the opportunity to be able to do a trip like this, and so I really don't know what else to say. I'm just having one of those moments.
It's not lost on us how grateful and how privileged we are to be able to be here doing this. And it makes us think back. We lived paycheck to paycheck, working and saving for a year and a half to be able to make this happen. Every penny saved was worth it. We worked hard for this, and this is a trip of a lifetime. I want to encapsulate this moment, save it forever.
You're filming yourself?
Great.
Super.
And then we're gonna turn it around on the ocean.
Okay.
Okay.
The ocean's probably the better view.
If I didn't have confirmation enough that Brian is my person, I'll show you. He's looking for a shell for me. Oh my gosh, they're gonna start fighting for it. Nice job.
I just created the Hunger Games.
Nice, and now every single bird is gonna flock to us. Brian Crace, you better stop. Look what you created. I knew this was gonna happen. Oh, and he doesn't stop. Cool. While Brian is getting this B-roll of all of these birds, I've got my hood on, keeping a good distance away. Personally, I don't like spending my time hanging around hundreds of birds. Just not my thing, but he's loving it, I think.
Kind of fascinating. They're just everywhere. You can feed them. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far, but kind of puts my little antics on the beach earlier to shame. So it is now nighttime. We went back to the hostel, rested a bit, decided we were gonna go out for dinner. We chose a place called the Wild Rover. You wanna talk about our experience?
Yeah, so we got there and we got served drinks. Well, wait, hold on, let me back up. We got there to eat.
Yes.
And as soon as we got there, we kind of realized that the menu was different than what it was online. Mm-hmm. So we were like, okay, maybe we won't eat here, but since we're already here and it's awkward, we'll just get a drink and leave.
And it was awkward because we walked in and there was only one guy in there and he was on kind of his laptop at the bar.
No one else in the restaurant, and
right.
They were doing construction.
They were
in the
putting
back?
up Christmas decorations or something, but yeah.
And it was weird. The guy acted surprised, like, oh, you're here, but they're open and everything, and he served us.
Yep.
And then later, what we assume is the owner of the restaurant came in and started a fight with the bartender, not a physical brawl, but they were just arguing.
Right.
And they started saying stuff about the kitchen and not wanting to make food.
Yeah.
So we
in
kind of-
Spanish, but we picked up a little
Yeah.
bit.
So we were kind of like, oh my God, are we being a burden? And then all of a sudden we were just like ghosted. Like,
Yeah,
they wouldn't come back.
We ordered drinks, we got our drinks, and then Lauren went back and like
Asked for the
purposely
food
asked for a
menu.
food menu. So we got food menus, and we just sat there probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Nobody came up to our table. They kept going about their business. So we just finished our drinks and paid and got out of there. So now we have to go somewhere else for food. We're just gonna go back to the place we had the first night we got here because we know it's safe. We
It's
have like
good,
a
it's
7-hour trip tomorrow. We don't have all the time in the world to go searching restaurants
Yeah.
here in Barcelona. So we're just gonna go get some food and then go back and rest and get ready for a big trip. We were this close to getting an easy travel day.
There's literally no room to step into this room.
Never fails to impress the level of detail.